and welcome to the news on Magic Bricks Now. I'm Amita Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines at this hour.
See, we have already done partially 5 buildings, and 2 buildings have been demolished fully. See, these buildings are on secondary drains.
Day 3 and the Bengaluru demolition drive is in full swing. Residents who have been left homeless cry foul, allege they have all the necessary sanctions and paperwork. Residents asked the BBMP, the civic body, why it had approved building plans in the first place.
जी साहब का इस तरह का सार्वजनिक बयान देना और स्वयं को ये मान लेना कि उनकी ताजपोशी दिल्ली के शासक के रूप में हो गई है और विधानसभा भंग कर दी जानी चाहिए, ये न्यायालय का भी अपमान है.
It's round 2 of Delhi's power tussle. Now Aam Aadmi Party claims it is the BJP which is creating an emergency-like situation in the national capital. In Mumbai, the civic body BMC offers again to take over maintenance and repairs of PWD-maintained highways, but with conditions attached. Magic Bricks Now gets you exclusive details of a draft letter that the BMC will send to the state government. Also in the news, Mumbai's Western Expressway station renamed. It will now be called the Magic Bricks WEH station. Starting with our big continued focus, it is day 3 of Bengaluru demolition drive, and today residents of Shubh Enclave in Kasavanahalli woke up to see bulldozers and heavy machinery. Bengaluru civic body, the BBMP, raised several buildings in the area for illegally encroaching over stormwater drains. Residents claim they have all necessary approvals and sanctions, but despite the protest, the BBMP is going through with the demolition drive. Our reporter, who was at the demolition site earlier today, files this report.
For the BBMP, these are just shattered debris. For a lot of residents who have made this gated community their home, this is their dreams shattered. For years together, they have been living in this particular locality, but just last week, they were woken up to this rude truth by the BBMP that their residences have been constructed on stormwater drains. These residences have been built with all legal documents, sanctioned by the very same BBMP and the Gram Panchayat. Plans have been given out permission by the very same officials who are today at their doorstep to bring their residences down. After the Chief Minister ordered for all encroachments on stormwater drains to be cleared, the BBMP officials are going on a berserk demolition drive. What really angers the residents is the fact that the BBMP is carrying out this demolition without any kind of scientific survey. They are referring to one plan one day and to another day. The chief engineer talking to us spoke about how in this particular gated community, 5 buildings have been demolished partially, 2 have been demolished completely. The people here, while agree that encroachments need to be cleared, are only asking for a chance to present their case.
Now, despite several pleas from the residents, BBMP authorities say no wrong done and the demolition drive will indeed continue in full swing.
See, we have already done partially 5 buildings, and 2 buildings have been demolished fully. See, these buildings are on secondary drains, numbering about 2, and then is one vacant space. So there was little ambiguity since yesterday. We came to know that operation has been stalled. That's the reason DCP also came here. We have inspected and instructed the concerned that our operation will go on. It has been made amply very clear by our commissioner. Apprehensions of the Residents Welfare Association and general public were addressed by him very categorically. We will continue the operation. So there are people who are coming, or voluntarily we are going to remove our structure. I think we should not read too much into it. See, what we want is either we doing it or people doing themselves. Wherever there are mistakes on giving plan approvals and all, it has been made very clear by government that concerned officer will also be punished. People should have been very, very diligent and respect law before they purchase the property. Right now, as per the direction of the Honorable Court, we are executing the orders to remove any encroachment on Rajakalway without any discrimination. FIRs are also being lodged against builders who have unlawfully built these buildings or developer layouts by suppressing the facts. So that's a parallel process. But our mission is to accomplish the task of removal of encroachments which are visible and which have been marked by Revenue Department. BBMP per se is not going to come and whimsically remove the structures. Without buying more time, let me reiterate, without buying more time, they should start. So we are here, our officers are also here, we have equipped, we have our own logistics to continue the operation. If need felt, we'll assist and we'll join with them and continue it. Ultimately, a structure has to be raised, that portion.
But residents are not convinced. Now, we caught up with residents of Shubh Enclave. They say they feel cheated. They asked BBMP why they had approved building plans in the first place.
All these years we have been taxpayers, both of us. Honestly, we are IT people. We are paying tax, everything. Honestly, yes. Per month, okay? All these things we are doing. Still, without our knowledge, without anything, without any notice, this thing has come up, which we are not aware, and we are very unhappy with this. If it was marked on the Saturday, yes, we would have mentally made up, okay, something is going on. But without that, around 12 o'clock, this thing has come up, which we are not happy at.
Clear discrepancy. Chief Minister has said, demolish all those flooding areas because it's a problem. We also citizens are raising the same concern as Chief Minister. We are speaking for the same voice. But what they are doing is not stormwater. You all go around this area and see what they are doing. The stormwater work, they stopped there. That was flooding that down area, and they are doing something else here. It is not this is not a stormwater related canal at all.
11 years back has purchased the land, and they have each and every document for the land.
Any of the documents show there is a stormwater drain?
No, nothing. And they have consulted the lawyer because they spent a lot for buying a land also, okay? And they have consulted a great legal team, and even they showed them the CDP map and all. And till 2015 there was nothing. It has been shown there. The BD approval map thing they have shown to them when they moved to that, when they have purchased the land.
BBMP itself has collected taxes on, that the BBMP itself has provided water and electricity and sanitation to, that the BBMP itself has provided Kata papers to, without notice. Is that legal?
No, Faye, I think the point is this, that we are looking at an act of God. Generally at
this is an act of the BBMP. Brijesh Kalapa, this is not an act of God. There were bulldozers that came in and knocked down someone's home. It was not an act of God, I promise you. In 2015 and 2010, the BBMP conducted 2 demolition drives in
I have no idea.
Those lakes have not been revived.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm actually telling you this. There's proof
I don't
here.
know what the answer is. If you can ask the BBMP official.
If I'm going to question the BDA at this point, the truth is even the BBMP doesn't have a map to go on at this point. The BBMP is using a map that is dated back to 1902. It's over 100 years old. So how is a citizen going to take the responsibility of checking the maps and making sure that this is not a lake area?
Lady waiting for her daughter to come back from the dance class, and the lady and the daughter comes back and they see that the house which they were living in looks like Syria. Had they given a report, had they given a notice, at least they could have got a chance to gather whatever they have. They knew that these lands were on the lake bed. They knew that a lot of lands have been encroached by the bigger sharks, the land mafias. And I just want to bring it one important thing to you notice. The houses which are demolished are of the hapless citizens. What is happening to those IT parks which have been constructed by the land mafias? What is happening to those big malls which have come into Bangalore? Everybody, the environmentalists who's sitting on the stage, let them really answer it.
People started, anybody comes to any new place, first thing he will try to find out some shelter. Then he will search for food. And when the shelter is not given to them, they were depending on these land mafias. The revenue layouts have been formed, and they paid the bribe to the government authorities and encroached lake land, encroached all feeding channels and Raj Kalve. As a result, this flooding is taking place.
That this is not a matter of joy for us to break down homes. It's a matter of great pain for us, and we understand the citizens' pain. This is something which we don't enjoy doing, but we are compelled to do. For what? For the larger good. 1. 2, the second part is that you're using an old map and not the latest one. To see the topography of any region, Faye, You have to look at the old map, because only the old maps will tell you where were the lakes and where was the drains to the lakes. Well, at least permit me
can you
to
just put
complete
a
my
question to
answer.
Mr. Brijesh Kalapa? Where are the
The second
100
part
lakes
is that
gone?
even the CDP.
No, where are the
Even-
1,000
even
lakes
the
gone, sir?
CDP.
If at all you are referring to the old
Even the
map, let us
CDP.
also talk about those 1,000 lakes. In the old map, there are 1,000 lakes which are existing.
I'm completely on board. I'm completely on board about the
Sorry?
fact that it has to be cleared up. We have to find canals for those lakes. We have to make the urban development of Bangalore more responsible. My problem is with the manner in which it is being done. The manner in which it is being done is without notices to those home buyers, to those citizens, without giving them time to move out of their homes, without giving them time to appeal against the demolition to a court.
From the government's point of view, Faye, that supposing the government were to issue notices and the matter was stalled in court and there were flooding again, then hundreds of other individuals would be involved.
You have
Don't make this
everybody
about
who's sitting
politics.
out
I'm
there
not
from
interested
your
in
side.
politics.
Corporation.
Dr. Sharat
You are
Chandra.
in the BBMP.
Gentlemen,
Why are you in the
gentlemen,
corporation?
Gentlemen, do not
Why
yell
are
at
you in
each
the
other.
corporation?
Gentlemen,
Responsibility.
as a citizen, if I have
No,
a
the
Kata
point is
paper, how
exactly
do I
what
know
I'm
who
trying
gave
to
me
make,
this
that
Kata paper?
99.999% are good papers. So, see, only one, very few, like I said, there have been demolitions of 2 houses only.
2 houses are
Only 2
enough,
houses.
Brijesh
Some
Kalapa. Those
portions
2
of
houses
other
are
houses have
also
been
citizens.
demolished, like the
Those
parapet
2
wall
houses are
and so
also
on and so
citizens.
forth. So this is in the entirety of Bangalore, only 2 houses have been demolished. And certainly to take care of Bangalore
That's not fair
citizens,
information.
we have
That's
to
not
do
fair
some
information.
demolition.
I'll tell you that
It's not
there have been
possible
100 houses that have been
without
demolished.
Well, the biggest concern at this point for citizens of Bengaluru is the fact that they do not know whether their homes are legal or illegal, and that's something that we'll keep a very close watch on. This is a story that we will not let go of on Magic Bricks. Now, moving on, the AAP has taken on the centre again in its latest salvo in the turf war for Delhi. In an exclusive interview with Magic Bricks Now reporter Deepa Rana, AAP leader Kumar Vishwas described recent developments as an attempt to impose emergency-like situation in the country. Earlier in a press conference, the AAP had also called Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung a threat to democracy. Listen in.
संविधान की जितनी जानकारी मुझे है उसके अनुसार किसी गवर्नर किसी एलजी के एम्बिट में ये नहीं आता कि वो किसी विधानसभा के निरस्त करने, उसे भंग करने या उसके गठन करने की संस्तुति कर सके। ये संसद का काम होता है और संसद में अगर क्षमता है, अगर केंद्र सरकार जिसके वो प्रतिनिधि और जिसके इशारे पर वो सब कर रहे हैं, अगर उनके मन में ऐसा कोई भी संदेह है कि दिल्ली के लोगों का इस प्रचंड जनादेश जो लोकतंत्र में पहली बार मिला आज़ादी के बाद, उसका अपमान वो कर सकते हैं, तो हम उन्हें खुली चुनौती देते हैं कि वो संसद में ये करके दिखाएं। उसके बाद तो जो होगा वो पंजाब में देखा जाएगा, गोवा में देखा जाएगा, दिल्ली में दोबारा देखा जाएगा। हो सकता है कि जिन 3 सीटों का अहंकार उन पर है भारतीय जनता पार्टी पे, वो भी उन्हें ना मिले।
Delhi High Court has declared LG as the administrative head of the country. After that, it's the AAP-led, Delhi government, which is continuously telling the people, in fact, Ashutosh Ashu had done a presser, and in which he said that citizens should now go to LG in case if they face any kind of civic amenities, any problem in water crisis, power crisis. Do you think that is the right solution?
नहीं, बिल्कुल सरकार ने ऐसा कोई स्टेटमेंट नहीं दिया है और हम बिल्कुल ये बात मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। दिल्ली के नागरिक की समस्या के लिए, उससे जो प्रॉमिसेस किए उन्हें पूरा करने के लिए ये सरकार वचनबद्ध है। उसके लिए कहीं जाने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। उसके लिए मनीष सिसोदिया, अरविंद केजरीवाल और समस्त मंत्रिमंडल ही जिम्मेदार है, वही करेंगे और वो दिन रात काम भी कर रहे हैं। लेकिन मेरा कहना है, जैसा आपने कहा कि हाईकोर्ट के निर्णय के बाद अभी ये प्रक्रिया सुप्रीम कोर्ट में लंबित है, तो जब ये काम एक न्यायिक प्रक्रिया के तहत है, ऐसे समय में एलजी साहब का इस तरह का सार्वजनिक बयान देना और स्वयं को ये मान लेना कि उनकी ताजपोशी दिल्ली के शासक के रूप में हो गई है और विधानसभा भंग कर दी जानी चाहिए, ये न्यायालय का भी अपमान है।
Shifting focus to Mumbai now, Mumbaikars will have to wait longer for a smoother ride on the pothole-ridden Western Express Highway. Mumbai civic body BMC has in fact offered to take over this and other highways maintained by the State Public Works Department. But the offer comes at a cost. Magic Bricks Now's Disha Shah got exclusive information on just what the BMC is willing to offer the state PWD. Listen in.
Mumbai civic body, the BMC, is willing to take over PWD maintained highways, which is the Eastern Express Highway and the Western Express Highway, for repair and maintenance purposes. In fact, this is gonna come with a rider, as the civic body is going to lay down certain conditions and demands before the state government. This is what the top senior officials told Magic Bricks. Now, in fact, out of the 3 conditions, the first condition is going to be that 50% of the revenue from the hoardings on both the highways should be given to the BMC along with the PWD. Secondly, basically they tell us that right now there is no clarity on this from the Urban Development Department. Secondly, talking about the ownership of the roads, if BMC agrees to take over both these highways, then the ownership of the roads should be given to the BMC and should not remain with the PWD anymore. And thirdly, talking about the repair and maintenance of on both these highways, BMC has basically decided to put their workers and contractors to repair and maintain both the highways, and not the PWD workers and staff. So essentially these are 3 conditions and demands that BMC is going to put forth before the state government by end of this week. And if the state government does not approve all these 3 demands, then BMC officials told us that they are going to point blank refuse to take over both the highways, and they are going to only look after the BMC maintained roads in Mumbai.
Moving on to Pune, where the Pune Municipal Corporation has issued stop work notices to 5 ongoing projects of the Pride Purple Group. Now, the developer is under a cloud after a slab collapse in one of its under construction projects killed 9 labourers. Now, the PMC is also cracking down on illegal construction in the city. Ruchi Deshpande gets us details.
In the latest development to the Pride Purple Group, the 14 slab of which collapsed on the 29th of July in Pune's Baliwadi area, the Pune Municipal Corporation has further issued 5 stop work notices to 5 of their ongoing projects. Note that these projects of Pride Purple Group are spread across various areas in Bane, Shivajinagar and Dhanori, which fall in the city of Pune. Now the Pune Municipal Corporation is also conducting drives for detecting unauthorized structures in Pune city, and they have already found 3 structures in the city which have been also issued stop work notices. The reason for this is that the developer has gone ahead and constructed the building using anticipatory TDR, which basically means that the TDR and the FSI was obtained by the builder, but the permission for constructing on that land was not taken from the Pune Municipal Corporation, and the builder went ahead with the construction. Hence, this structure is now unauthorized, and the PMC has ordered them to stop work immediately. Note that the 5 stop work notices issued to the Pride Purple developers 5 projects are currently in stages of construction, hence have no tenants residing in them, and we will keep you updated more on what happens with this case only on Magic Bricks now.
Meanwhile, in Mumbai, no respite for pedestrians walking from Mahim East to Dharavi in Mumbai. Work on Dharavi's half-built skywalk will not resume anytime soon, is what we understand. Now, proposed by MADA in the year 2014 to make the street pedestrian-friendly. Construction has now been halted, citing lack of funds. Additionally, the skywalk is only adding to the city's traffic mess. We got in touch with MADA officials and they say that they need an additional 20 crore rupee to finish construction and have written to the state government seeking funds from MMRDA. Meanwhile, MMRDA officials, on the other hand, say that they haven't received any letter from the state government. Now, while government agencies are busy passing the buck, citizens are at the receiving end. They say the skywalk is absolutely useless and that it is only adding to the traffic mess.
कैसा चलने का इंसान है, देखो इधर गाड़ा बच्चे लोग का स्कूल चलने को नहीं होता, हम लोग को बहुत तकलीफ है। अच्छे से सोई करो, गवर्नमेंट आया है तो खाली वोटिंग मांगने को आएगा, अभी वोटिंग देने का कैसा देगा वोटिंग हम लोग।
पब्लिक को तकलीफ है, आने में बहुत तकलीफ है, चोट लगती है बच्चे लोग को। ये पुल नहीं बना, ये क्या है बीच में बना के रखे, आधा काम रोक दिए, औरतें लोग को तकलीफ होती है यहाँ पे।
लेकिन पब्लिक भी वैसा है, यहाँ के सिस्टम भी वैसा है मुंबई का। तो थोड़ा ट्रैफिक सही होएगा तो हम लोग को हॉस्पिटल में या घर पे जाना हुआ आधा घंटा बाइक से लेके यहाँ तक पीला बंगला लगेगा।
सिग्नल भी लगा लेकिन कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा, कोई कंट्रोल नहीं हुआ सिग्नल का भी। जब ये शुरू होएगा तो हो सकता है इसका कुछ बेनिफिट मिले, लेकिन वो जो उसके साथ कनेक्ट नहीं किया ना, उससे पब्लिक जो है चढ़ना मुश्किल है।
बहुत तकलीफ हो रहा है, क्या चलने के लिए तकलीफ हो रहा है। देखो बाकी तो गाड़ी देखो कितना आ रहा है, आदमी को चलेगा कैसा, वही समझ में आ रहा है मेरे को।
इससे कुछ मकसद तो नहीं हुआ, कुछ तो हल नहीं हुआ। इसको स्टेशन से जोड़ना चाहिए था, वहाँ से जोड़ना चाहिए था। बच्चे जो केजी कॉलोनी से आते हैं वो क्या कहते हैं रोड पार करके आएंगे, तो ब्रिज के बनने से कुछ फ़ायदा तो नहीं है। पब्लिक क्या वहाँ से चढ़ के आएगी, स्टेशन से आएगी, वापस उतरेगी, फिर इस पर चढ़ेगी, फिर यहाँ उतरेगी, तो ऐसा ब्रिज बनने से कुछ फ़ायदा है?
Also in the news, app-based cab hailing services Ola and Uber found an unusual champion in Niti Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant. Now, Kant believes that regulations should be in step with latest technology. Listen in to this conversation with my colleague Chandra R. Shrikant at the Economic Times Startup Awards 2016.
Well, I think it's important for governments to realize, particularly state governments and government of India, everyone to realize that the sharing economy is upon us. The technology will always be ahead of regulations. And therefore, regulations must be changed in accordance with technology. And actually, technology will change the lives of people, as we've seen in the case of Uber and Ola. And therefore, if the sharing economy has to progress, Indians will progress, people will benefit. At the end of the day, technology is going to benefit consumers. The sharing economy is for the sake of consumers, and therefore make those changes in rules and regulations. You can't have meter taxi instead of GPS. That's not possible, that's not feasible, that's going backwards, and therefore you have to radically change mindsets in government.
Meanwhile, in Mumbai, one of the key stations on the metro line running from Versova to Ghatkopar, the Western Express Highway, or the WEH station, will now be renamed Magic Bricks WEH station. My colleague Suesha Sawant was at the station when the rebranding took place earlier today.
Mumbai Metro's Western Express Highway, or the WEH station, has a new name. Starting today, it will be called the Magic Bricks WEH station. This is part of a branding exercise where India's leading real estate portal and our knowledge partner, magicbricks.com, has acquired branding rights for this station. The in-your-face branding on station signatures, route maps, etc. will obviously help increase awareness amongst commuters for the magicbricks.com brand. However, the company aims to use this platform to further user experience.
We want to do more than just branding the station. So a few months from now, we're going to invest in setting up a first of its kind experiential center, which is going to come up right inside this metro station. And if that experiment turns out to be successful for us, then we will take it right across the country.
The event, which also saw the release of magicbricks.com's Jayashree Kurup's book, How to Buy a House, was inaugurated by Priyadarshini Chatterjee, FBB Femina Miss World 2016.
Western Express Highway is now Magic Bricks.
Chatterjee, a regular on the Mumbai Metro, was happy to inaugurate Mumbai Metro's first branded station.
I've realized how important Metro actually is in all our lives. So when it has branding in it, it makes it more prominent, and it brings out so much more information that we otherwise wouldn't know.
Branding metro stations is not new and is quickly catching the fancy of metro operators, for whom this is a source of non-ticket revenue. While Mumbai has just caught up, the Delhi Metro has been experimenting with branded stations for some time now and boasts an Indocent station and an Airtel station. Rukmani Krishna with Suesha Sawant for Magic Bricks Now.
Meanwhile, Tuesday, the 9th of August, was Raghuram Rajan's last policy review as the RBI governor. As expected, the governor did not announce any change in the rates at which banks borrow from the RBI. However, batting for the small borrower, the governor did pull up banks for not passing on cheaper interest rates. In what should be good news for you and me, Governor Rajan noted that banks will be forced to reduce lending rates once industry starts taking on more loans.
Now, despite easy liquidity, banks have passed rate cuts into lending rates only modestly. Earlier, some bankers said that it was the lack of liquidity that was holding rates high. Now, I hear from some that it's the fear of the FCNRB redemptions that is making them reluctant to cut rates. I have a suspicion that some new concern will crop up once the FCNR-B redemptions are behind us. On our side, having examined our experience with the MCLR framework, we will shortly be suggesting some revisions. However, substantial pass-through will happen only as corporate credit demand picks up and as public sector banks, strengthened by clean balance sheets, compete for corporate business.
Moving on to the crucial no helmet, no petrol rule, something that we've been tracking here on Magic Bricks. Now, motorists in Mumbai will be in for a surprise very soon. Petrol pumps will distribute sweets to two-wheeler owners who come to fill petrol without a helmet. Anandita Pagnis files this report.
I'm standing at a petrol pump in Juhu right now. Now what we do know is that petrol pumps will not be penalized for selling petrol to two-wheeler riders who are not wearing a helmet. What we do know is that there will be traffic police stationed at petrol pumps so as to ensure that people are wearing their helmets. Until the 15th of August, petrol pumps from their end will provide sweets as gentle reminders to people to wear their helmets. Apart from this, from the 15th of August, from the RTO's end, the fine will increase to Rs 500 from Rs 100 from what it currently is, so as to ensure that people do wear their helmets. Now we do know that the petrol pumps are also in talks with the RTO and the government about installing CCTVs at petrol pumps and also implementing it along with the e-challan system where RTOs can directly track people who are not wearing helmets and thus penalize them. We will keep tracking this story at Magic Bricks Now. This is Anandita Pagnis for Magic Bricks Now.
फाइन की बजाय हेलमेट देना चाहिए उनको. फाइन लें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन हेलमेट देना चाहिए साथ में.
Yeah, sometimes we can't drive for till 3 months, or again if you are caught without a helmet, so your driving license comes freeze.
Safety is more important than anything else. So if you're not getting fuel, you won't ride. Actually, the person behind me does not wear a helmet, to be very honest. They don't feel comfortable, especially women sitting behind. They won't wear a helmet.
बहुत अच्छा रूल है, इसके लिए मैंने हेलमेट कैरी किया है, बट अभी पेट्रोल डाल रहे थे इसलिए गर्मी लग रही थी, हेलमेट नहीं लगा मैंने. ये फाइन जो ज़्यादा किया है, ये बहुत गंदा रूल्स किया है. अब आम इंसान पेट्रोल के दाम भी बढ़ रहे हैं, तो ये जो फाइन किया इन लोगों ने, फाइन के बजाय अगर जेल हो जाए तो ये बेटर होगा.
जिसको ऐसे ही घूमने का और रेस लगाने का, वो लोग ऐसे ही बिना हेलमेट को कर रहे हैं. और वो तो ठीक है, सामने वाले की जान को खतरा ज़्यादा हो जाता है. खुद का नहीं सोचते हैं, सामने का भी सोचना चाहिए ना.
Meanwhile, while developer Niranjan Hiranandani triumphs over his win, Hirco PLC does not intend to keep quiet. In an email response to Magic Bricks Now, Philip Scales, MD of FIM Capital Limited, writes, and I quote, "The company still has breach of duty claims pending against Mr. Hiranandani and his daughter in the Isle of Man. The company is considering its options with respect to further legal action." End quote. With that, we've completely run out of time here on the Property News on Magic Bricks Now. Thank you for watching.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.